My name is Rachel Bonds. I live at 100 Ludlow Street with the Kretschmer Elderly Community. We haven't had elevators for a long time. Actually, in 2022, it was Christmas Eve and Christmas night. Excuse me. In this wheelchair, the elevators were broken. I had to sleep in a community room with strangers. Okay, my father has cancer. I want to go see my daddy. I couldn't even get over there. I couldn't get out the house. I couldn't even get upstairs. I understand that people walk 2 hours up the flights of stairs to feed their people and have Christmas with them. I did not have that choice. It's really pitiful because I was told that if the elevator are not working, an EMT comes, they have to lift me out the window. Really? That's a safety issue. It's a health concern. It makes my anxiety go way up. This is why I applied to the elderly community, because I have a handicap. I wasn't in this chair all the time. And now that I am, my daddy is 90 years old. Mailman for the state of America. And now he's got 3 different kinds of cancer. I can't even see him on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. The food is upstairs rotting. I'm just saying. They put $500,000 supposedly for the elevators at Kretschmer Elderly. That money was sent somewhere to RAB or something like that. So now we have a new manager. Oh, there's no more money. So what are we supposed to do? When I didn't have this wheelchair, I had a walker. I had to slide up on my butt 5 flights, which is 10 actually. There's 5 steps to everyone. I'm just saying. So my safety, my mentality, physically, emotionally. Everybody only has one father. And I cannot even go see him on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. And the food was upstairs rotting because I couldn't get upstairs to cook it. What I'm asking is, could y'all please do something about the money that are supposed to be filtered to Kretschmer Elderly? So I'm not the only one. I mean, there were so many people in that community room, and thank God I came home with my coat on. They don't give out blankets. There's no water. There's no food. I could get outside and go to the Twin City, buy some sandwiches. But this is a real concern. It's a health issue. It's a mental, emotional, anxiety. I want to see my daddy. Don't y'all want to see your father on Christmas?
Absolutely.
Everybody?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
How you doing, Ms. Stern?
All right, thank you. Okay, my name is Sher Stern. I live at 100 Ludlow Street for the past 20 years. Our elevators are frequently out. They're outdated and irreparable. It causes mental anguish having to walk up and down 14 flights of stairs and then maneuver your way around the building to get into the building. In December of 2022, our elevators were down for 2 days, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Tenants had to sleep in the community room. They had to suffer the humiliation of sleeping in the community room on this special holiday, leaving them in no holiday spirit, depressed, displaced, destitute, some even hungry. Then NHA gave $500,000 of public housing money that was earmarked for our elevators to RAD. It was promised to us. We need new elevators to replace the old ones yesterday, so we can have a safe, healthy, stressless Bye-bye, right? We also have a lot of walkers and wheelchairs, and people can't even get upstairs when the elevators break. So they're stuck downstairs, right? Denied even access to their apartments, right? So that's basically what I had to say. And thank you for listening to me. And I hope someone can correct this serious problem.
Yes.
How you doing? Good evening, Ms. Blow.
Good evening, everyone.
Sorry we skipped over you on this.
Okay.
My apology. It's
I
okay.
was like, with a name like that, how'd I get missed?
Sorry about that.
Okay. I know you guys have heard a lot about the elevator thing. But first, I'm going to say what you think of when you hear the word senior site. So much involved with that senior site. So that should tell you that the elevator situation is a crisis, a major one. An example, and I see everyone is using Christmas, and let's just take it home. I went Christmas to spend with my brother, Lawrence Harper, down South Jersey, for Christmas. I came back, Lord and behold, I had all these gifts. Now, how was I supposed to get to the 8th floor? The elevators were down. For me, that was the icing on the cake, because I have seen several times where the elevators are down. Senior site. Seniors can't get upstairs, they're sitting on the lobby, in the resource room. Ridiculous, it shouldn't be. And then I look and I say, okay, the men who come and fix these elevators, something's wrong with that picture, because they can fix it today, and they're back 2 days later fixing it, and then they come back and tell you we're waiting for parts, which takes God knows how long. So you have one running, one down. Now you got 2 out. So now I'm wondering about the contract that Newark Housing Authority is using, because they're milking the system. You keep coming back, you're patching it up. You're milking the system. Okay, so enough on the elevators. I just need for all of you to understand. Seniors, put yourself in their position. That's right. How would you feel if that was your grandmother or your mother or any elderly in your family? So that is a major thing there. And housing, we have cried, pleaded, and begged. I've lived there, I know, about 10, 12 years. I've seen this over and over and over. Come on with the elevators. Now, getting off the elevators, and let's go to the homeless. People somehow look like all the trash, excuse my French, there's no other way to say it. They're being thrown down our way. When they tore down the Seth Borden building for a movie theater that was supposed to be coming, Lions Gate, that we still don't know what's happening with that. All the people that was making home inside of those vacant buildings are now down there giving us a problem. When they closed this building on the border of Elizabeth, all of them are coming our way. Not to mention the homeless, it's a mess. Now it's getting ready to get cold. So they're trying to find a place to go, and they're coming in our buildings already. It's a problem. Thirdly, we have, and I don't like to pull the race card, but let's just call it what it is. We have all of these Caucasians coming out of nowhere, all different areas, walking all across our grass, anything they can do to get to what they gotta get. That's making our property look really bad. It's not that it's us. It's the people that's coming there to get what they need to get. And the majority of them are Caucasians. They're all over the place. I don't understand it. The Newark police can come there, sit right there, see all this. I don't get it. You see these people, and you know they don't belong there. I mean, that's just common sense. Why are there so many Caucasians all over our sections, all over where we live, making a mess, looking a mess? causing people not even want to come visit where we live because of what they see. Many problems we have, and the problems can easily be solved if you care enough to solve them. You all know what to do. We shouldn't have to keep coming pleading for the same things. I'm sitting here and I'm listening to people, and I'm saying to myself, I wonder if it's falling on a deaf ear, because it's the same things over and over. I'm sure you've heard these things over and over. It's quality of life. Put yourself in our position. How would you feel if it was your family?
Thank you, Ms. Blow, for your comment. Good evening.
Good evening. First, I'm giving praise and honor to God, who is the head of my life. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything concerning, I live at 963 Frelinghuysen Avenue, Kretschmer facility, Kretschmer Senior Citizens, Kretschmer Mixed Housing now. When it comes to carrying a blind man down 7 flights of stairs when you don't have an elevator working, 2 replaced knees within the last 2 years, or when you have people who have died within the last month, 3 individuals in the coroners could not get upstairs to get to their bodies to bring them down the way they were supposed to be, because we don't have a freight elevator for the last 7 months. The elevator does work, but we have been given numerous lies about, oh, they're looking for a part, they have this. I worked with housing, knowing when the elevator guys come and speak to them to say, well, how long is that part gonna last? Or when are we gonna get the new ones that were promised through housing, through various meetings that we have had with housing for building 100 and building 963. I mean, it really hurts when you can't get out to meet what you have to do on a daily basis. Number one, we're fighting for transportation. With God bless, we got blessed with New Jersey Transit taking that over. But when you can't get downstairs from the 15th floor and make your appointments, or your ride comes to pick you up as a senior citizen to get you to your therapy, come on. This is an everyday ongoing process which needs to stop. As of yesterday, as of last year, as of stop the promises and let's get something done. Because the elevator that is in question does work, but the management has been told, do not take that plug off. They only need 1 elevator. It really saddens me, because this is an ongoing process. You have contractors now that are coming in daily, installing cable for a fictitious company that's not even there yet, and holding up the elevators when the children that are, because we are a mixed community now, needing to come downstairs to go to school, can't. Who wants to walk down 12 flights of stairs? Now, times are changing. It is getting colder. Things are getting more hectic, because like I'm saying, you're not told that these contractors are coming in to do this work. We see some of the maintenance guys coming in, therefore, and everything, but it has to stop when they have to come in and do the job they're supposed to do, and not just walk around carrying papers. This is nothing new to some of the council that's here, because Mr. Patrick Council has been fighting hard. Mrs. Roundtree, they've been to our facilities, but ask them, have they gone up on the elevator that worked? It's time. It's past time. So instead of everyone on the council just sitting around and looking, why not pay a visit as of tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock, and go up on the elevator? This is all I need to see, is all of the BS stop being told to our senior citizens. I'm blessed to be a senior citizen at this point in time. And then the ones who can't have a voice to speak for themselves, I have to speak for them. Because as I said, we've had 3 deaths in our building, and they had to sit the bodies straight up in a chair to bring them down. We gotta have that stopped. Thank you.
My name is Latifa Covington. I live in the South Ward. I rent an apartment from 963 Freeland Heights and Avenue, apartment 2H. I have the same issue as the previous couple of people that spoke, the elevators. I was just recently in a bad car accident that totaled my car. I have several injuries due from that car accident. It's very difficult for me to go up and down 4 flights of stairs. So I won't be long. I won't complain too much, but we really need those elevators working down at 963 Freeland Heights and Avenue. Thank you for listening.
Alif Muhammad, 1 Court Street. President of Alif Muhammad Nia School. Assalamu alaikum, good evening. I want to greet my sister, my big sister Frederica, and also my big brother and cousin is here, Pat Green, that we walk the little bricks together. We have family. You got to excuse me. These housing authority people, as you guys know, I'm a commissioner, and everything they said is true. Pat will tell you that we have an annual book like this, and I go through every line of that book, don't I? And we voted for 8 elevators last year. 8 elevators. Now we know, like she told you, 500,000 with the RAD. Also, this year we just found it out, myself and Pat, that we're only gonna have 1 elevator that's going to James C. White. Am I right? You gotta sit there and say, yeah, brother, because I don't know how you sitting there. I can't. These are our people, man. These are my people. These are my people. Now, I wanna thank y'all what y'all did with Georgia King Village. Kelly said he had the right questions. And Sylvie, you my new hero, brother. Ramos, you got to bring him with us. He said, shame on you. But Carlos, when they L&M bought the place, they did all kind of engineering. They knew every problem was there. They might fool these young kids in here, but us 70 years old, they not feeling. They knew what the water was at. They knew everything. And then they talking about we collecting rent from people. That lady that had the water, they shouldn't charge her no rent. And everybody in Georgia King Village, if you was in a private home, a judge would say, we're taking off half of the rent. So you can't enforce it. You can't say, oh, we're going to evict them because we got to do, oh, we gave to the museum. Come on, man, I like to throw up when I seen that stuff. You know, but how much political L&M give? I mean, let's keep it real. Now, Council President, I came to you about 6-7 months ago when I told you on my 70th birthday I was going to resign. The federal authorities asked me to stay a little longer. I thought somebody was going to be indicted. I was waiting on one of our board members. It's not you, Pat. Pat, it's not you. Pat is not going to be indicted. I'm going to make that clear, everybody. But I was waiting on one of my board members to be indicted. Pat, raise your hand. You ain't did nothing wrong. All right, I just want to say that. As far as, let me tell you what happened to Ramos over in North Point. And you know, LaMonica got some of it. We had a tenant with the townhouses. The lady said, there's no security ever down there. The lady said, guys, can you move behind my house? They came up and shot our house up. 5 bulletproof, boom, 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 with kids and everything. So we're moving them, but it was never no security. Now you go down there, we got all kinds of security down there. That's stupid. That's stupid, man. Now, for instance, I want to say some good things with RAD. We got some good managers with RAD. You know why I know they're good managers? Because some of my family members are calling claim. They towing my car. They kicking my door for inspection. Ramos, they putting the gate up on Grafton Avenue. They bought the gate already. Okay? But what I just want to say to you is that I really do appreciate Georgia King Village. but you can't ask for money if you don't give the people services. You know what I mean? And what I'm saying to you, but they come down here, the tenants had to come crying. The Star Ledger had to pick it up. Y'all had to threaten them with taking away their rebate. We got 100 vouchers we threatened them with we gonna take. You gotta go, forget about municipal court, you gotta go do an order to show cause. And they come here acting like they did everything all right. We had to force them. But guys, if you force the housing authority, if you guys get with me and force the housing authority, because Pat can look down, I can't look down. I'm burning up, man. Because I'm a senior citizen too. And I'm telling you, I done walked all them buildings. And they don't work. I voted for 8 elevators.
How much is that security contract, Mr. Muhammad?
30 million over 5 years.
Thank you. Excuse me.